Hello and welcome back to Zielonka. This is the penultimate episode where we will get our potatoes harvested and brought to a production, zoop zoop zoop, to get them turned into soup, potato soup. That's the one last production that we haven't done in the premium expansion, but we are going to do it today. Right, as you can see in front of us, I have the Fiat with a couple implements and the Z-Tor crystal with the roller in tow. So the first thing we're going to do is get these sold, because we just don't need them anymore. Now, I know that I was saying about how, we don't need to bother with all of this, but we might as well get it done, just because it's sat there anyways, and we'll just get these repaired and repainted. And yeah, because we might as well, I mean, we're this close to the shop anyways, we might as well get it all done at one time. And we don't need these tractors anyways. We'll keep the John Deere just in case we do need a vehicle for running around. With the trailer, perhaps, we might need, yeah, you can see it in the distance there, that trailer. But for now, that's it. We have our vehicles sold, and £133,000 from that. As you can see, we are over £1 million, and we were before, because we did sell a piano in one of the months. I think we have enough planks to sell one more piano, but no matter. Right, also as you can see, potatoes are ready. The foliage needs to be removed. We also have a cheeky another field here, 89. If things go really well, and we have the opportunity to buy 89, and harvest that as well, we might do, but I am focused on our crops first and foremost. Let's see, has it even... No, it's completely unfertilized, so maybe would be the best to not. Anyways, we might as well actually, before we do that, I was going to lease a second potato harvester, and I will do, but before we do, I might as well get this one underway. Might as well get it started. We'll get the process started first. Really, really excited about this harvest. Here we'll get the beacons on for safety and such. And because there's a big bloody machine on the road. As you do. As you do. Right, so, look at that. What a field. What a massive field of spuds. And they are all going to be converted into soup eventually. That's why we're doing the mega harvest here at the end of, or sorry, at the beginning of this episode versus at the last episode. It's because we still need to process all the potatoes into soup. Right, so we'll just let that whole process of unfolding happen. We'll lower this down. We'll start the process of harvesting ourselves, and we can set that off on a helper. Fantastic. Now the spuds should be going in soon. There we go. So without further ado, we'll head over to the shop here. And, oh, I've never actually seen in there. Lots of percentage sales. What are the chances that there is a harvester in the sale? None at all. Right, let's go to Potato Tech. Get the big one again. Might as well get the BKTs on. We'll change this because it's no longer the dyno, and yeah, we'll just lease it out because it doesn't make sense to buy it. And we'll run over to it and we'll get this started as well. Now we might as well do a bit of the harvesting ourselves, not just rely on the one. However, we will need to do some carting, so that will be something that we focus on primarily, is the carting that we'll be doing, bringing it over to the soup factory. Zoop, zoop, zoop. It's very fitting that the first and last production that we do is the same. That's very fitting indeed. Let's just have a check. 22% already. I don't know if we'll have much time to do our own... Oh, hello. Oh, no. To do our own harvesting, just because it is so much to harvest. Now, this is not a straight-on bit here, but at least we can get it started. So we'll get that lowered down. Now what I'd like to do ideally is go up, yeah, because this is not straight on. So what we'll do is we'll go to the top here, might as well get to the far side, and then we can at least get sort of a straight edge down. When we come back down the other way is when we'll is when we'll set it off on a helper, and by that time, I reckon that far side, how far did they get? 38%, so they'll be back the other way before it's full, but that is still fairly impressive. And this area that we're in is also a fairly large field, to say the least. I know we had quite a big field before in 91, but this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this 5 fields in one? I think it is. I think it is. I will double check in just a moment. I just want to get to the very end here, and as you can see, the helper over there is cracking on. So we will get the harvest done in this episode, the whole harvest. That is pretty much the point of this whole episode, is to get the harvest done and completed. Right, so we'll get this set off on a helper so we can get a nice straight line on, and we'll see how the rest of it goes. In the meantime, sorry, we'll just get set up first here. Right, and that should be good there. And we'll set that on a helper. We'll get the rest tidied up in time. Now, in the meantime, here we go, have a look at this. But in the meantime, we'll switch over to the lorry, and we'll start unloading some spuds. Right, so I have realized as well that the helper here is going to have a bit of struggles because of where the road is and where that all is. I probably should have done a bit of a headland on the bottom, but we can always come back to that in the future. So before anything else, let's get that loaded properly. I will just unload so that we don't have to fret it too much, and then we can do a bit of harvesting ourselves, which is probably what I'm going to do. I'll switch to the other one, and we'll get a bit of a mix of carting and... oh, sorry mate, we've got your block there. A bit of carting, a bit of loading, a bit of harvesting, a bit of unloading, a bit of production work. We have the lot to do. So as soon as this is emptied, then I should probably... right, oh, sorry mate. No damage. Good, good, good. We'll just get this out the way because that is incredibly in the way. There we go. Right, and we'll get back into the harvester, and we will set it on a helper because I don't think I'll be using this. I think, you know what might be a better option here actually is, yeah, I will set this off on a helper though, but I think we'd be better off putting the trailer on the John Deere, to be completely honest, because it's just a faff. Maybe we need another trailer, like on top of... yeah. Right, okay, let's get the John Deere hooked up to that trailer, and we can do some unloading. Alright, the first bit of spuds going in to the production. As you can see, the very heavy vehicle, it was almost went right past it actually. Right, now how is this getting on? We should probably unload. Which way are you spinning round, sir? I am almost tempted to lease out a big lorry actually with the way that the harvest is going, but let's have a look. So it's a fair chunk has been taken off. If anything, what I might do, and this might be a bit mental but I think I'm going to do it, is I will lease out a... oh, nope, 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 nope. You haven't finished, mate, you haven't finished. Nearly, nearly. I might actually lease out a big trailer and a big lorry. And because this is really the final harvest, of the series, so why not do it as big as we can, especially since it is considered a mega harvest. The other thing I'm considering leasing out as well is, believe it or not, another harvester. I think it would be good to get a third. Could you imagine? I don't think we've ever been in that kind of situation where we had the opportunity to have a third of any kind of harvester, especially with spuds. Although it's the crop that you need it the most for, to be completely honest. So what I'm going to do is, first thing, I'm going to get this set off again on a helper. Might as well get that started. Very good. And get that going. How's the other harvester getting on? All right, nearly full. I know we don't need it, but why not? We don't need it at all, but we are going to do it. Let's get that. Oh, of course, can't forget the mighty BKTs. And least. Now maybe that's a bit overkill, but it's alright because it's already happened. Oh, we've missed a strip there. Right, let's get it. Might as well get it unfolded first thing. Start that process. And perhaps we will get it started on... Well, let's get it started right here, actually. Right at the beginning of this path, or what was once a path. There we go. Lower it down, fire it up, and we'll get that started as well. In the meantime, I think that would be the best option for us is to get, now that this is full, and we can actually get this sent with via helper, so I think that's what we'll do. We'll get this sent over. It's not enough. 28,000 litres is not enough for... I think we can load, yeah, and deliver. Just deliver to the soup factory, and we'll just get it looped, because then it should come back, which is really brilliant. This we can continue using because 40,000 litres, and it does go fairly quickly as far as the efficiency of the fact that it is 40,000 litres. But we will get this sent over to create a job. Go to. We'll just get it over here in somewhere. Yeah, that should be fine. On you go. Brilliant. This helper is underway, nearly full. This one is on the way. This one's a third of the full. Look at that, it's already 22%. And it's just started the process. That is impressive. Look at that. 1, 2, and 3 bloody harvesters. Right. Once the John Deere has arrived, we will... Are you lost, mate? Oh, no. Right, I'll let that crack on. Which one is nearly full? Right, we are on our way. We're coming right now. We are nearly there. And in the meantime, I will, in fact... Where are you going? Silly. Absolute silliness, that. I suppose they try and take the most direct route. So we'll go this way, he'll turn up here, go this way and around. So not a... I was just going to say not a problem, but it in fact is a problem. So I will do this myself, get it unloaded, get it sent over to the potato, well, I was going to say potato factory, but it is the soup factory in fact, and then we'll get a lorry on lease. Right, so I just wanted to show this process as well. At the very least, the John Deere was able to make its way to, eventually, to the soup factory, unload it in there, and before I forget as well, we should probably get that activated. Brilliant. We are officially making potato soup. And no, we won't set it to selling. We'll set it to storing so we can actually do it ourselves, because I think that would be for the best. Now, he's just sat there, so no looping has happened. So I will send this to the shop. We can get the John Deere and the trailer sold, and we'll get ourselves a much bigger lorry. Alright, here we are at the shop, ready to sell our John Deere and our trailer. Actually, I don't know. I might keep the John Deere. For now. Just for now. But we will sell this. We really don't need the trailer anymore. So, sell. Brilliant. And we will very quickly get a lorry. Now, I reckon we might as well just go for the F-16 because it's the most in keeping with everything else. We could do a newer one, but we did that one on Castelnau. And the only real... I mean, we did have the man as well, but I do like this one here. We can upgrade it to 500 horsepower, which is not necessary, but I'm going to do it anyways. We'll get the wide tyres on, why not? The rest of it I can't really be fussed on, so we will just keep it as is. And, well, maybe we'll change nice, different colour, just for something different. And, yeah, we'll get rid of that design, we don't need that. Go on then, yeah, we'll do that. Why not? It's very rare that I get an opportunity to do purple on a vehicle like this, and it might look a bit funny, but it's fine. And we'll keep the fancy design. Why not? So we'll lease that out, and it will be combined with this big one. Unless we have another trailer somehow. But I think that's the biggest option for us that we can put SPUDS in at least. Yeah, this will be it. Brilliant. So we'll lease that as well. Alright, let's head over here and get it sorted. Should have probably went for a slightly bigger lorry, but that's okay. Look at that, blimey. Purple chassis, that's a very unique colour for a chassis of a lorry. But I do like those wide tyres, that they look very good indeed. Now I know this was a bit of an... oh, hello, let's connect to it, shall we? This was a bit of an unexpected sort of purchase. Look at those trees, they're bloody huge, man. They're massive, absolutely massive. Right, now who has filled? Oh, I think they both are. Oh no, this one over here has. Right, we'll get spun round. Oh, this one here. Oh, blimey. I think both of them have. Two of them have. Let's have a check. Let's check it out and see. That one's fine. This one has as well, so we'll stop the helper there. And we'll just reverse a bit. Make it a bit easier to get in here with the lorry. And how is the other one doing? Oh, trundling on, absolutely fine. This we can probably keep here for when that one is empty, but we will use the lorry. There we go, brilliant, to fill the other one, or rather empty it. Yes, this does look absolutely ridiculous, I think, with the design on there with the purple, but it's fine. It's the last time we'll see it, because yes, of course, once the excuse me, once the harvest is complete, then we will just use our Ural, I believe it's called, for the pallet loading. So that is all right. Actually, it's not bad. It looks all right. Probably could have done the sleeper cab, the top bit there, but no matter. We are loading SPUDS in. Happy days. Now, when this one gets spun round, we'll probably get it emptied out as well, just to keep the flow of everything. I do like to keep as much of a flow as possible when it comes to harvesting SPUDS. If we get lucky enough to get it on the right side. Really should have probably done a bit of a headland there, but that is fine. Just a lot of management at this point. Potato management. Oh, are you serious? I wasn't close enough. I thought I had started unloading. Ah, oh, blimey. So much for time management, I suppose. Right, it's going to be primarily mostly carting here, not so much harvesting, especially now that we have 3 harvesters on the go. Right, this one is doing okay. This one's just about empty. This one will be empty in just a moment. Luckily, the helpers seem to be okay with the whole delivering to the soup factory. It seems that that does work fine, so that is very good news there. Okay, going way back. That works for me. And we'll get this on the move. And then once it's full, we'll send it over to the soup factory. So yes, I don't think that we'll be doing that field. It just doesn't seem worth it. I mean, we could buy it and harvest it was my plan. But no, I'm very pleased with my fully fertilized field that we have here. and getting the 3 combines in it and done with it. I don't think we need to do any more harvesting. Right, that is full up nearly, and wonderful. So we'll get that. We'll create a job of delivering. Oh, can we not? Oh, that's fine. We'll go to zoop, 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 and we'll put it in ourselves. Target unreachable. Okay, maybe it's because we're on a road here. Or not on a road, rather. Okay, we'll get it over here on this little path. And we should be able to. Maybe it's because I put it into the... yeah, that may be why. Here, if we go like that. There we go. Brilliant. So that's at 10%. That is now ready to continue, so we'll set that up here. On a bit of a helper. For now. And 34, we might as well get that emptied, and then we can get this lorry brought over to the soup factory as well. Right, well, this is actually going very swimmingly well. We've got this harvester all emptied out. We've got this one at 20% recently emptied out, which is really good. And then this one here, which is getting a bit nearer, and probably will catch it on the way back down once it hits the other side and it's coming back this way. This is en route to the soup factory, so it is all going very well. As soon as I say that, of course, it is not anymore. I will take this myself to the soup factory. We'll see you down there in a moment. Alright, we are just arriving at the soup factory here. I've always really liked the interior of this this lorry. It's very nice. Very, very nice. They all really are. Looks very comfortable and nice little bed. Right, well, we'll get this unloading. There we go. And the process has begun. So one of our combines has just hit 80%. Hopefully it's the one going down. Ah, this one should be... yeah, this is the one that I was thinking it would be. So we'll find our grain lorry here. Well, our potato lorry at this point. And we shall get it following this harvester. It is coming along. As I said, it is mostly going to be carting. But there is a bit of... I'm trying to get as much of the harvesting in a bit of a time lapse as well, but the most of it is going to be carting, as that was always kind of to be expected. Especially when you've got 3 harvesters on the go at once. Total value of them as well is nearly £2 million, if you add them all up. We are leasing 2 of them, fret not. But they have come they've been very, very helpful for us. I don't know if we'll quite fill this up. It'll be very close to full. So I might just get it sent off. Might just be keeping up with it. We might as well run all the way down here to the end. Because then by the time we hit the end, then we can absolutely send it off to the soup factory. Here, I will put that on... oh, I can't put it on cruise control because I'm going way too fast. Try and keep it at 10 kph. There we go. Now I can check the factory and see that we have 222,000 litres of SPUDS, which is going to make a third of that amount in soup. We are not nearly done. I would say we are maybe 50% complete the harvest. Is that a bit... Oh, hello. Where are you going? Where are you going? There we go. Is that a bit ambitious to say? I suppose we need to look at the feel for that. Maybe just over halfway, because this section will be done rather quickly, and this is the biggest area here, so that's nearly done. So yeah, I'd say we're closer to a couple of thirds done. Can we get a bit more in? Can we just top it up at 100? Might as well do. Come on. Nope, I guess not. Mate, you've got to wait. You've got to wait, mate. But that'll do, though. We will send that off to the soup factory. We'll just get it down this road and get it going straight on. And in the meantime, we'll hop into here and we'll get this sent back to the field. Alright, so this one was at about 90-some%, so we are going to get this one filled up, but as you can see in the distance there, perhaps you can, another one of the harvesters has stopped. So once we get this one filled up in a bit of a time lapse, we'll head over there and get it filled up as well. Oh no, we've had a collision, a helper collision, and they've rectified themselves. Wonderful, absolutely sort of wonderful. What a mess though. Oh my goodness, that was quite something to witness, to say the least. Right, well, this helper I'm going to take off here, and I'm going to get it unloaded, and what I'm thinking is we can probably go down to just 2 harvesters. We'll get one of them returned. This one's at 0.5, and I believe the farther one there is at 0.8. Okay, so this one will return first, so we will get a couple more passes out of it, and then we can absolutely send it back to the shop. And that, I think, is full up, so we'll get this one. I think I'll let that harvester finish up with this, and I'll stick this one on this side here to kind of allow it to do something. And yeah, then we'll get the purple lorry down to the soup factory, and we'll start loading up the Kamaz with whatever is ready to be emptied. Alright, well, we are making some absolutely fantastic progress here. I have our owned potato harvester just going to clean up the bottom bits here. The least one, well, one of the least ones we've actually got rid of because it was done. It had hit its maximum amount of time before I wanted to pay another fee, and we just don't really need another one. This one that is currently going there, actually what I'm going to do is switch over to the Kamaz, because this is nearing on to 1 hour as well, and we don't really want it to hit that hour mark. So what we're going to do is we might as well empty out what we can from here, and we can... Whoop, come on. Yes, when this is full, the brakes are basically useless. So yeah, that's just part of it, innit? It's just the way it goes. It's the way it goes. Right, so this is going to be full in just a matter of now. Right now it's full, so we will create a job for that. And oh, it's still rolling, not intentional. And we'll just get it over here. I know it doesn't really like to do that. It doesn't like to work very well for us. But this is going nicely, so we will let that crack on. Now I think the... Right, so this one's only at 42%, so we will crack on with this as well, nearing the very end of the harvest. It has been quite a harvest indeed. I suppose we could have done more potato harvesting, but at the end of it, we've got so many thousands of litres of potatoes, it is a bit silly, to be completely honest with you. Let's have a look at the production actually, before we add some more in. So, right, that should go down. Oh wow, it's nearly full. Wow, okay, so 358,000 litres, and it is processing into a potato soup, which is going to make a lot of potato soup. Oh, I've seen a blockage. Is that a real blockage? Let's have a look then. Whoa. It's always nice when the train goes by. It's kind of scary. That scared me though a bit. 0.8. Ah, yes, right. So close. Where are you? What are you doing, mate? What? Right, I suppose he was trying to make this turn. Anyways, we will make this turn ourselves. We'll take this to the soup factory, start unloading, and then we'll check on the helper. And here we are at zoop, 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 and we're basically hitting the brake since we pulled in. Right, let's check on this one. Still doing alright. I think at this point we could probably... I suppose we could use this one more time, but I will actually focus on getting this bit all done, because we are nearly there, and then we can wrap up the harvest with that little bit over there. So I'll get this done off camera, and hopefully by the time we get this very small section done here, the helper, or the helping combine, or helping harvester rather, will be at 0.9 hours, and then we can send it back and use this for the remainder of the harvest. Alright, our leased Ventor 4150 is being folded up and ready to be returned. So that's the only other thing, well, other than the truck and trailer. So this, yeah, we nearly hit another hour, but we didn't have to, so we will return it, and yes, it is gone. So we will, how much have we gotten here? So I think between what we have in here and what we have in our harvester, I think it should all fit into this trailer, but we shall see. I've left the Kamaz at the factory because I don't think we'll need it, but I might as well get this emptied out. Just shut that engine off as well. Really do like this lorry and trailer. I like this setup. Probably would have been better to go for a slightly bigger lorry for this particular trailer, because it is a very big trailer, to be completely honest, but it worked very, very well indeed. And what I think we'll do now is we will finish up the harvest in a nice potato harvesting time lapse. And there we have it. The harvest is complete. So we can now fold that up. We'll just shut the engine off for the time being. We will take this down to the potato soup factory. I'm going to call it potato soup because that's all that it makes nowadays. Zoop, zoop, zoop. And we will get this unloaded. Hopefully there's enough room in the factory for another 53,104 litres, but I guess we'll find out when we get there. We've arrived at Zoop, 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 and in goes all of our spuds. Beautiful. Right, let's have a look and see how the production has gotten on. Oh, it's going to be very close. Is 450. Oh, it's taken it all. Wow. That is impressive. 450,000 litres is the max capacity, and we have nearly surpassed it with 448. Wild. Right, well, that is processing. Now we just have to wait for the hundreds of thousands of litres of spuds to process. We will return the lorry and we will return the trailer, and we might as well bring this over to the shop, get it sold, because we are now done our harvest. The last things that we must do are, well, of course we have to wait for the potatoes to process, so that's what we'll do. But what the plan is for the final episode, of course, aside from selling all of our potato soup, I would like to go around and wrangle up all of the golden apples. Now, I know we have quite a few remaining. I do think there is a way that we can find out where they all are. I could be mistaken, but I think there is a way to do that. I'd have to double check, but I think there's a way we can actually see them on the map versus the... We're not going to go around and find them all. Blimey, 119,000 to repaint. Might as well do it, since we've got the cash, and we'll sell it for nearly... Oh wow, that's nearly the exact same amount of litres of potatoes we had. Sold. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, that is. So yes, we have the camas. Actually, this can be sold as well. Same with this one cannot. This one we do need to hang on to so that we can load all of our soup pallets up. So we'll get that brought to the farm eventually. This actually might be able to be sold because everything else is pretty well already dealt with, except for this. The reason I was hanging on to this is just in case we had some more plank pallets to do. What I might do is see how much we have here. Right, so I'll wait till it hits 100, and then I want to ensure that we don't have any leftover planks, because if we can make some more pallets of planks, we should, and then we can bring them to the factory using this and that and the little pallet thing there. So it's all coming together for the finale. Nope, that's the spinnery. Here's the soup factory. So figure this would be a nice place to leave off with soup, soup, soup. We do have 2 pallets of potato soup here. I've got too excited and ran over them. They are green. Interesting. Interesting colour for potatoes. Anyways, there is the zoop, zoop, zoop sign and the big tin of soup there. Absolutely fantastic. So that does do us for this penultimate episode, episode 24 of our Zielonka series. So yes, in the next one we will sell all of the potato soup that gets processed, and we'll go and try and find all of those golden apples as well. Might as well do, right? Right, well, as always, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have done, a cheeky thumbs up really helps out. And please subscribe. So until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.